All right, sixth grade, I apologize for the late upload of this video. I spent several hours yesterday trying to film it, my camera deciding it didn't want to cooperate. Then I wake up early. This morning it works on the first try. Go figure. I don't know. Now this is chapter 31 of Treasure Island, and after 30 chapters, we're finally going after the treasure. But chapter 31 opens, the treasure hunt, Flint's Pointer. I want you to think about what is Flint's Pointer. Opens with Jim and Silver and the pirates having breakfast. And the pirates, again, we're shown how wasteful and reckless they are. They make a huge breakfast. There's only 7 people there. The 5 pirates, Long John Silver, and Jim. And what do they do with all their excess? Toss it in the fire. We don't care. Burn it. Whatever, man. These pirates have no care for tomorrow, which is why Long John manages to hold on to money in the bank. He's so different from them. And these pirates are all filthy broke, even though they should be fabulously wealthy. And Silver slowly builds up their confidence, talking about, yeah, they have the ship, but, it's not a big deal. We'll get it back. The advantage is ours. Think about the treasure, guys. And here's what we're going to do. Jim will never see them again, and he'll go ahead and he'll join our crew, and he'll get a share for his help. We'll talk him into it. Jim says Silver has a foot in both camps. What does he mean by this? You should be able to figure this out. If you've got a foot in both camps, this is a common idiom still to this day. It means that you are playing both sides. You are playing on both sides of a situation. So, Long John, obviously, if the pirates win, he's their captain. He's going to get a huge share. But he's playing it safe because he's also got the idea of, I'll keep Jim alive and you guys will help me at trial and we'll escape from these pirates. Long John's playing both sides. And Jim realizes that if he can play both sides successfully and get whatever he wants, he will do that. But they go about the treasure hunt, and everyone except Long John Silver is armed to the teeth. Everyone except Jim is armed to the teeth. Long John Silver has 2 rifles, one on the back, one on the front, pistols in every pocket of his coat, and a big old cutlass, which is a sword, if you recall. They're heavily armed. Everyone else is laden with provisions. They've got food, they've got shovels, they've got pickaxes. They are ready to go. And they're following the map, and Flint gives them the following directions. Tall tree, spyglass shoulder bearing to a point north of northeast. Skeleton Island, east, southeast, and by east, 10 feet. And they begin following the directions of the map and working through there. And they're wondering, what are they going to? How will we find it? What is this point that's bearing? And then the pirates freak out a little because they encounter a skeleton. Not any sort of living skeleton, but it's a dead guy. In old sailing clothes, which have been tattered and torn, and it's hanging up in such a weird position. And they talk about, this can't be someone who's found the treasure. They're lying here dead. And someone points out, well, he's a sailor. Look, he's got all this stuff going on here. And they say, wait a second, we know this guy. He was on the Walrus. He was one of the 6 men Flint brought ashore to help bury the treasure. And Tom Morgan's like, I mind that he's here dead. He owed me money, and he took my knife to Treasure Island. But it's kind of weird that he doesn't have my knife because Captain Flint wasn't a pickpocket. And Long John Silver says, you're right, that is kind of weird. So what do you think happened to poor Allardyce's knife? Tom Morgan's knife in the possession of Allardyce? Because there is an explanation that you can figure out if you start putting some thought into it. Think about who's been on the island. But they also think that the bones are in an unnatural position. And they begin worrying, well, wait a second. Is Flint's ghost here? These are a very superstitious lot. Remember, Long John Silver partially was able to get command of the ship back by telling him they were going to hell for ripping a page out of the Bible. But they realize that the skeleton is the pointer. He's the point that they're supposed to find. And they talk about how messed up it is, but how typically Captain Flint. Long John says he's even worried because there were 6 people who went ashore with him, and there's 6 pirates, Long John Silver and the 5 there. So they talk about how they were scared of Flint, and they keep walking. which is then brings us to worried about Flint's ghost, which then brings us to chapter 32, the treasure hunt, the voice among the trees. What do you think's going to happen? Go ahead and leave your thoughts in the description or in the comments, and I will see you in the next one, 6th grade.